On January 24th, 2026, a man named Alex Pretti was shot and killed by ICE thugs in Minneapolis. Thugs, that's what these people are, okay? Now, this is coming right off the heels of the shooting of Renee Good that happened a couple weeks ago. And funny enough, it's actually why Alex Pretti was there. Go figure, when people see American citizens executed on the streets for practicing their rights, they want to get out and protest too. So Alex Pretti was there protesting. Let me repeat it. Protesting one of the most basic fundamental freedoms of Americans, the right to protest when we don't like what the government's doing, guys. That's what it means to protest, by the way, in case we're all forgetting. When you don't like what the government's doing, usually when you protest, it's not because you're all about what the government's doing. You don't love what's happening with the government. Does that mean you're going to get in the government? Yes, you're going to get, if you're protesting, you're going to get in the government's way. Yes, of course. Of course you are. But apparently now, there's a news flash, guys. Apparently now, according to this administration and the Republican Party, who controls our Congress, so according to this administration and our Congress and our Senate and our Supreme Court, okay, because nobody's doing anything to stop it, it's okay to execute Americans for protesting, because that's what happened to Alex Pretti. Now you've got conservatives these days. Oh, he was walking up to them with a 9mm. Crooked Kristi Noem. Do you guys know who Kristi Noem is? She looks like a witch. I mean, have you ever seen this woman? Have you ever seen? Most Americans haven't. Have you ever seen this woman? She looks like a witch. This is the woman. Listen to what she said about this. Listen to this. I've got quotes here. This is a quote from her press conference. An individual approached Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed suspect reacted violently. We've all seen the video, Kristi Noem. We've all seen the video. Where was the violence? I'm looking for the violence. Are they going to put out an AI video showing him being violent? Is that what's next? I wouldn't put anything past this administration at this point, because I've seen the video. If you clicked on this video, you've seen. Where was Alex Pretti violent? He was helping a woman who had just been thrown to the floor. I mean, this guy, talk about a coward. You spray a woman in the face and then you throw her to the concrete ground. You throw her, and then when a man tries to help her stand up, treat her with some... Okay, you're trying to arrest her? Treat her with dignity. Treat her with a little... She's a human being. Treat her with respect. No, throw her to the ground after pepper spraying her. And then when the man tries to help her up, what do? Five of you restrain this man. These goons, they took Alex Pretti to the ground. What was his crime? Helping a woman up from the ground after she was thrown there. Okay? 5 people take him to the ground. You can see it. I got a clip. I've got a screenshot. Pay attention to where that ICE officer's hand is. You can see Alex Pretti on the ground, restrained. 5 men on top of him. He's not going anywhere. Hands on the ground in front of him. What do you see? Oh, look at that guy's hand. What's he got in his hand? Oh, wait, is that Alex Pretti's gun? Alex Pretti's gun was in an ICE officer's hand. And look, I can't attach the clip here. I can't do that. But find that screenshot, okay? Find that video. Watch what happens after the ICE officer moves. The gun is gone after the ICE officer removes his hand. They took the gun away from him. Are you kidding me? They took the gun off of him? So you guys must be like, oh, he must have been dead at that point, right? No, they took the gun from him and then they shot him. And then the man's gun was not in his hand. Alex Pretti had his hands on the ground. He was unarmed. What was his crime? Oh, there's two of them now. That's what the administration's claiming. I'm not even going to say claim. That's what they're claiming. He helped a woman off the ground, and he owned a gun that he was carrying legally. Legally carrying a gun is you can be killed for that in America now. You can be killed for that. And if you're killed, guess what? Crooked Kristi Noem and the entire established government will defend your killer. All the people who fight for the Second Amendment. Do you hear that? If a cop stops you on the road and you have a gun on your person, you can be shot dead and they will defend your killer. They will defend that person. They called Alex Pretti a domestic terrorist. For what? There's been no investigation. What evidence do you have to throw that around? The word terrorist means nothing coming from these people. There was no investigation. What terrorism did he commit? If he's a terrorist, then every American's a terrorist, because all of us have the right to protest. All of us have the right to own guns. And according to this government, this Republican-run government, that's enough to label you a domestic terrorist. Are you okay with that? I'm speaking to the Americans here. Are you okay with that? Ask yourself that. Think about that. I've got another quote here from Kristi Noem. This looks like a situation where an individual arrived at the scene to inflict maximum damage on individuals and to kill law enforcement. This is another quote from her press conference. Do you understand that? What world is she living in? And she's sanctioned by the administration. So what world is our administration living in? Because if a person arrived to do maximum damage to everyone around and to kill law enforcement, and they were armed with a pistol, Alex Pretti was armed. He had a gun. Was the gun drawn? No. The gun was it was holstered the entire time he was interacting with law enforcement. If he wanted to kill law enforcement, maybe he would have shot them before he walked over. Have we ever thought of that? He has a pistol. If he wanted to kill law enforcement, why didn't he shoot him? Alex Pretti did not shoot at all. Point blank, period. He fired no shots. He was shot multiple times by ICE agent thugs who held him on the ground while they shot him, while they executed him. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying right now? I've got one more quote for you guys. Last one from Crooked Kristi Noem's Disastrous press conference. Here it is. But we also need to recognize that the Minnesota governor and the Minneapolis mayor need to take a long, hard look in the mirror. They need to evaluate their rhetoric. Okay, do you evaluate their rhetoric, their conversations, and their encouragement of such violence against our citizens and our law enforcement officers? They need to evaluate. The gall for her to say that when the president is calling every victim of ICE murders domestic terrorists with no investigation. There's no proof. Show me the proof that they're domestic terrorists. The word is meaningless coming from these people. But the mayor and the governor need to tone down their rhetoric. Where are they advocating for ICE to be killed? Because right now, the president gives unlimited backing. The administration gives unlimited backing to killers. These two people that killed these two victims, they're killers. They murdered those people in the streets. Murdered them. Okay? For exercising their rights. And they have the full backing of the American government. Okay? Who needs to tone down their rhetoric? The people backing killers or the people backing the protesters? Ask yourself that. Don't believe what this administration is telling you blindly. Look into it. Everything is right at your fingertips. You have access to the internet. Find the truth, okay? Believe your eyes when you watch these videos. Don't believe what the administration spews out, because almost all of it is a lie. These people are liars, and they're trying to lie to you. Don't let them. Be aware. Spread the awareness.